One of the beautiful things about living out here in the great state of Washington, Mike, and we had so much craziness with the wind and the rain over the last 3 or 4 or 5 days. How would you kind of describe it today?
Tranquility.
Yeah.
Well-earned tranquility.
Yeah.
And really happy to see snow in the passes again. You remember we had a pretty decent snowpack built up. Then we got that warm rain. Snow levels went up to like 10,000 feet. And that really took a lot of that snowpack out and, of course, sent it down into the rivers as well, where we're having some issues. But now snow levels dropping down to about 4,000 feet. And that's going to allow us to rebuild that snowpack and, more importantly, put ski season back on track again. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. I want to start you off with this. This is Shoreline High School. Beautiful time lapse helping to tell that story. And again, seeing some new fresh snow in the mountains that we've got those snow levels back down again. You're also seeing some cirrus clouds moving in there in that time lapse, and that's a big part of our weather story moving forward. We are tracking another storm system moving in, as I alluded to earlier. This one will bring some rain to the region, which I know has a lot of folks nervous, especially up towards the northern portion of Washington and southern British Columbia. But it looks like this one will deliver the bulk of the rain and the snow towards the southern portion of Washington state. I'll walk you through that with Futurecast in a moment. But yeah, just want to give you a heads up that the sunshine that we're experiencing right now is going to be short-lived. In fact, by the time we get to about 3 o'clock today, I'm expecting us to be fairly overcast. Sun goes down just after 4 p.m. today. And so by 5 p.m. we'll be overcast and dark. That cloud cover will give us some insulation, though, that will keep us from being as cool as we were last night. Not expecting us to touch down in the 30s, but it still will be in the low 40s. I'll tell you more about that, too. Putting Futurecast into motion. This is 5 o'clock tonight. Again, I have it on good authority. It will be dark and overcast. A few cloud breaks here and there, but the later that it gets, the more socked in it becomes. So by the time we get to 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, again, widespread cloud cover. That could translate to some light drizzle for your early morning commute. But then along the Olympic Peninsula, you start to see that rain moving in. And again, that'll have a lot of folks nervous up towards the tip of the Olympic Peninsula and on Vancouver Island. But watch what happens here as we put this into motion. The rain moves across the region here, and it's light. You're seeing a lot of light green colors, not all of those dark colors that we had with the last storm system. This is 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, so I'm expecting roads to be wet for the evening commute. But what I'm also expecting is this one to be a quick mover. So by the time we get to about 6 a.m. on Friday, most of the business is done. And again, most of the rainfall, including the heavier rainfall, will be deposited down towards the southern portion of Washington and up towards northern Oregon. And by the time we get to midday on Friday, this thing's done. We'll see another sunbreak headed our way just in time for the weekend. Speaking of snow accumulation, it looks like we're going to add a little bit more. Again, snow levels down to about 4,000 feet. So as this system passes by, we'll pick up about 7 inches on Baker, 6 inches up towards Stevens Pass. And as we were just saying a moment ago, Steve is absolutely right. Make sure you bring in your A game if you are heading up into the mountains, because it's slushy and it's slippery. 7-day forecast has increasing rain as we go through the day on Thursday. Overnight lows will touch down into a cool range, but again, not as chilly as it was today. And if we get everything done, it looks like we'll see some sunshine again on Sunday.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike.